सब्सक्राइब करें चढ़दिकला टाइम टीवी को और लेटेस्ट अपडेट पाने के लिए प्रेस करें बेल आइकन को।
Britain's Prince Harry and his wife Meghan want to keep the arrival of their baby later this month, private Buckingham Palace said in a statement on Thursday. This would contrast with the births of the 3 children of his brother Prince William and his wife, immediately after which the babies were shown off by the couple in front of the world's media. The Duke and Duchess of the Sussex are very grateful for the goodwill they have received from people throughout the United Kingdom and around the world as they prepare to welcome their baby, the statement said. New Zealand's parliament on Wednesday passed sweeping gun laws that outlaw military-style weapons less than a month after mass shootings at 2 mosques in the city of Christchurch left 50 persons dead and dozens wounded. A bill outlining most automatic and semi-automatic weapons and banning components that modify existing weapons was passed by a vote of 190 to 1 in the House of Representatives after an acceleration process of debate and public submission. An international scientific team on Wednesday announced a milestone in astrophysics, the first ever photo of a black hole using a global network of telescopes to gain insight into celestial objects with gravitational fields so strong no matter or light can escape. The research was conducted by the Event Horizons Telescopes Project, and international collaborations began in 2012 to try to directly observe the immediate environment of a black hole using a global network of Earth-based telescopes. The image reveals the black hole at the center of the Messiers 87, a massive galaxy in nearby Virgo galaxy cluster. This black hole resides about 54 million light years from Earth. Pakistan military on Wednesday took a group of international media personnel and foreign diplomats on a tour of the seminary and its surrounding areas in Balakot, where India carried out counter-terror operations on Jaish-e-Mohammed's biggest training camps 43 days ago. Tensions flared up between India and Pakistan after a suicide bomber of Pakistan-based Jaish-e-Mohammed killed 40 CRPF personnel in Kashmir's Pulwama districts on February 14th. Amid mounting outrage, the Indian Air Force carried out counter-terror operations, hitting the biggest Jaish-e-Mohammed training camp in Balakot, deep inside Pakistan on February 26. The Dalai Lama is doing very well and will likely to discharge from hospital in New Delhi on Friday as he recovers from a chest infection, his spokesman told AFP on Thursday. The 83-year-old Buddhist monk, Tibetan spiritual leader, and thorn in Beijing's side was admitted to the Max Hospital in the Indian capital on Tuesday with what another aides describes as a light cough. Generally, His Holiness is fine. He is doing very well, still on medications, but he is doing very well and will be discharged, said Tenzin Teklaha, the Dalai Lama's personal spokesman. Prime Minister Scott Morrison called Australia's election for May 18, with polls showing he is facing an uphill battle to prevent a shift in power to the left-leaning opposition Labour Party. The 5-week campaign will be dominated by the stark policy differences between Labour and his Liberal National coalitions, which is vying for a third straight term. They include everything from cutting taxes to boosting wages in one of the world's worst per capita polluters. To secure your futures, the road ahead depends on a strong economy, Morrison, 50, told reporters in Canberra after asking Governor-General Peter Cosgrove to dissolve both houses of parliament. And that's why there is so much at stake at this election. North Dakota Republican Governor Doug Burgum signed legislation on Wednesday making it a crime for doctors to perform a second trimester's abortions using instruments like forceps and clamps to remove the fetus from the womb. The move came the same day the Ohio Republican-controlled legislatures passed one of the nation's most restrictive abortion bans, outlining the procedures if a doctor can detect a heartbeat. The bill now goes to Republican Governor Mike DeWine, who is expected to sign it. Georgia's Republican-controlled legislatures in March also passed a ban on abortions if a fetal's heartbeat is detected, which can often occur before a woman even realizes she is pregnant. WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange was arrested by British police on Thursday after they were invited into the Ecuadorian embassy, where he has been holed up since 2012. Julian Assange, 47, has today, Thursday, 11th of April, been arrested by officers from the Metropolitan Police Service at the Embassy of Ecuador. Police said they arrested Assange after being invited into the embassy by the ambassador following the Ecuadorian government's withdrawal of asylum. France has denied reports that Pakistani pilots under an exchange program with Qatar were being trained to fly Rafale fighter jet. I can confirm that it is a fake news, tweeted French ambassador to India, putting to rest speculations that Pakistani pilots had got hands on the Rafales before they were inducted into the Indian Air Force. Scientists have mapped the genome of strain of cholera extracted a century ago from sick British soldiers during World War I and found clues to how some cholera bacteria strains cause epidemics today. The bug, thought to be the oldest publicly available samples of the V. cholerae bacterium, was isolated in 1916 from the soldier's choleric diarrhea while he was convalescing in Egypt, the researchers said, but their analysis of the genetics code showed it was a non-toxigenic strain and that the soldiers was probably sick with some other infection.